So I always start my videos by saying, hey all, it's Linda, welcome back to my channel. And I just did it in such a weird voice. I was like, hey all, it's Linda, welcome back to my channel. Where did she come from? For today's video, I'm going to be doing another in the Will I Buy It series. So this was started by Samantha March here on YouTube. I have not done one of these in 3 months. There are people who do these every single week. I haven't done it in 3 months. So I'm not going to look all the way back at things that have come out in the last 3 months. I am going to keep it fairly recent, but I do go back a bit and look maybe about to the beginning of October or so. I'll look back, but I'm going to let you know whether or not any of these items, any of the new makeup releases are going on my wish list. Because I'm on a low buy, I try not to like buy things impulsively. So I usually try to put it on a wish list, let it simmer there for a little bit. And if I still want it, I will treat myself to it. But for now, let's see what goodies have come out because I feel like I'm in the dark right now. Also, anything you hear right now is not thunder. It is my husband and his friends riding away on their motorcycles very loudly right here. And away they go. By the way, if you are new to my channel, I only discuss items that are cruelty-free. So there's a lot of things that you may be like, hey, Linda, this is brand new and hot. Like, why aren't you talking about it? That might be why. But there are plenty of other channels that you can check out if you want that. I will put pictures here of everything that I'm talking about because I do not yet have these things. But the very first item that is a very strong hell to the no from me is the new Frosty the Snowman collection by Colourpop. The pastel palette with no midtones and just a few blacks thrown in there. I don't understand it. I know it kind of does look like frosty and white and, holiday, I guess, or winter rather, but it's so not for me. So this collection, to be fair, does come out with the Frosty the Snowman eyeshadow palette for $24 with 15 wintry hues, silvery baby blues, lilacs with matte metallic and matte sparkle and pearlescent glitter finishes. We have a color changing blending sponge that changes from blue to white when wet. That's kind of cute. We have a Luxe lipstick and lippy pencil duo for $16, and that's in 2 shades. There's a lip mask and scrub. There's a Fastest Belly Whopper Super Shock highlighter duo, Snow Days Jelly Much eyeshadow duo, Chill Out So Plumping Gloss Bomb trio. Full collection is $125 for 94 pieces of makeup, if that gives you any idea. There's really not a single thing this collection that I even remotely want that's even remotely calling to me. And I'm not gonna lie, Colourpop as a brand in general has not been calling to me. I'm kind of waiting for that thing to come out that maybe will make me excited about them again, but I haven't been excited about them for a while now. Like, I really want that thing that's going to excite me, but it's just not there yet, and it's definitely not going to come with a palette that's 84 shades of white. Oh, she's feeling salty today. Okay, so this is a brand I had definitely heard about, of course, but I've never tried anything from Lisa Eldridge, and Lisa Eldridge has come out with a new lipstick. It is a refillable lipstick. Ooh, and you can personalize it with your initials. It looks like there's 8 different shades from what I can tell, and they are fairly neutral shades. There is like a red, but that is, I don't know. I think that's the only thing that's not necessarily a neutral, because there is like a very deep color, but on a deeper skin tone, that would be considered a neutral as well. These are really, really beautiful looking. I'm not going to lie. These are definitely luxury. Holy crap. Let me do the translation between pounds and dollars for how much these cost. So these are 49 pounds, bringing them at the time of filming to $63.51 US for a lipstick. For a lipstick, right? Yes, I mean, and it is refillable, but I don't care. $63 for a single lipstick? What? If it was for the set of 8, sure, but no, I don't care how good this lipstick is. It's probably beautiful. It probably feels lovely on the lips, and I'm sure, it looks beautiful. I'm not spending $63 for a single lipstick. It is not for me. Just no, that's another hell no for me. I'm not gonna lie, when I brought up this picture, I was kind of like, is Lisa Eldridge a brand that I need to put on my like want to try in 2025 list? At $63 for a tube of lipstick? I don't think so, Lisa. Yet another brand that I really need to excite me somehow, and I don't know how. Like, I don't know the answer to it. Glamlight came out with the Trick or Treat collection. Now, they've been coming out with a whole lot of like Halloween themed or like horror movie themed collections, right, over the years. And this one, I have to admit, is probably one of the more interesting to me, but it's stuff I already have. You know what I mean? Like, I already have a palette with some warm tones of black and like a shimmery champagne kind of color. I already have a blush duo that, no, I actually don't have a blush duo that looks like that It is a very like cool toned pink with like some warm color. The palette looks like tolerable. The lipstick is like a cool toned pink, and that's also a no. That's actually a hell no. I don't need another hand mirror as much as I love them. That's when I kind of am like twitching about a little bit, but I don't need it. Pumpkin scented candle. I am a basic bitch, so I love a pumpkin scented candle, but I can go to Marshall's and get one. I'm cool. And then Trick or Treat Body Butter. Wait, what is that? I don't know. Is that like pumpkin scented or something? That could be cute, but at the same time, I'm not going to Glam Light for skincare. I'm just not. Maybe it's amazing. Tell me. But the full collection with a PR box is $106. I just haven't had anything lately from Glamlight. Like the last thing I tried from them was the Kiss collection. I will let you know that I don't know if I've used most of that since I got it. I have used it. There's certain things that I've used a couple times. We're going to talk about that in a later video. But at the same time, like nothing has been exciting me lately from them. I feel like they're the new Colourpop where they're just coming out with collections so damn fast that I become uninterested. I'm just like, you know what? After a while, nope, like I want to get excited about makeup. I love being excited for makeup. And they're just not exciting me to the point of like they're almost angering me. Like, why are you so in my face? Can you take a step back? Thank you so much. Whew. Okay. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the Patrick Ta eyeshadow duos that, I mean, I think everyone knows by now. These are beautiful eyeshadow duos that are $42 each. $42 each for an eyeshadow duo. Now, here's what I will say. My first thought was an instant hell no because specifically of the price, okay? But I'm not going to lie. The swatches are really beautiful. They look very, very metallic. They look very bold. Like, I'm going to show you on the screen some of the swatches. They look just like show-stopping. And the thing is, I might be willing to pay $42 for a product that is show-stopping. Like when it comes to the Lisa Eldridge lipsticks, I'm going to keep going back to those. That is 8 shades of nude. They are probably beautiful. The quality is probably great, but it is nude lipstick. These are glittery, in-your-face eyeshadows. So I feel like this is something, so let me see. They're available October 29th in retailers, okay? I think everything else I mentioned is available now, but October 29th is when these are available in store. If I see these in store and I touch them and they're magical, I might wind up buying one. They're very, very beautiful. I doubt that I will though. This is going on my I need to see it to believe it kind of list. Even then, I probably will like twitch a bit and be like, it's just not happening. I have so many eyeshadows, but like the gold duo, the bronze duo, those look really beautiful to me. I can't see myself actually having the guts to pay $42 for it though. You know what I mean? This is the product I number one want to know how you feel about it because I feel like what I've been seeing is an instant hell no from most people. And I feel like I would also normally be an instant hell no, but for some reason, I think it's because of the amount of glitter in these and how metallic they look and how smooth they look that I want to at least see them in person before I hell no it. Okay, so it looks like e.l.f. has come out with the new Camo Liquid Bronzer and Contour, okay? So this is in sort of like a concealer type package with a doe foot and everything. They are available now, 10 shades for $7. Let me see. I don't know how I feel about that. So they are going to be in store at Ulta Beauty on October 27th. I wonder how these blend out. So I only have one liquid contour and I actually used it today. Ooh, that looks not blended. There we go. That's a little bit better, but this is the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand and I really do like it, but it is quite expensive. So it's kind of like, if this is just as good, maybe that would be cool. I mean, it does look like they have a pretty decent range of shades. It does look like it has potential. You know what I mean? I don't know how I feel about it, but $7 is actually very reasonable. I want to see how people compare this to the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. I'm very curious about that. Again, this is going to be out in stores on the 27th, but it is online right now for e.l.f. I almost feel bad talking about this one because, oh, okay, so this is like a Netflix collaboration with Fenty, and it's for the show, I'm assuming Arcane. I'm not familiar with the show, so I'm not going to be judging based off of how this matches the show, or if it's a game. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be basing my opinion off of that. I'm just basing on how it looks. it's just not doing anything for me. I mean, it's a lot of their older, not older products, but they're more common products. So they do have their Gloss Bomb, and it looks like it's their 5 shades of Gloss Bomb. And the colors do look pretty. Actually, there's one that's really, really gold. Like that is a straight up gold that could be really pretty and interesting. So I'm mildly curious about that. Let me see, which shade is that? That is the Rusty Rulin or whatever, a Risky Rulin Mel shade. That could be interesting. It could also be real bad. It could also be real bad. But it looks like they have that. And then there is a quad. Then there are other things, you know, like there's a quad, there's luminizer, there's just a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, it looks okay. It looks okay. It's not appealing to me, if I'm being honest. Are you familiar with Arcane? Is this something, do you feel like this matches the vibe of Arcane? I can't speak to that. I can tell you that the whole collection will be available November 2nd, and the whole collection retails for $250. You do get a lot of products there. You really do get a lot of products, and I do believe that Fenty is a higher quality brand. I do like their stuff, so I think the quality, I'm sure, will be great, but I feel like this might be a collection for somebody who's never tried Fenty, because like, for example, the gloss bombs, like several of those are just like neutral color gloss bombs that not everyone needs. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this? It looks like it could be cool, just not something I need. All right, so the ROCKSTARS palette by Natasha Janona. This is available now. I have several friends that the second that this was revealed, the look of it was revealed, they went nuts and they were like, yes, yes, yes. And I went, no, no, no. Despite the fact that I am wearing some purpley eyeshadows today, an entirely purple and pink palette is just not for me. If you know me, like I'm just not usually, like that kind of color story doesn't appeal to me. I like it to be mixed in with other color stories within the same palette. I feel so weird saying this as I'm wearing a distinctly purple look. But this palette just doesn't appeal to me. I do know several people that this looks amazing on and would look amazing on if they don't already have it. But it's just like, it's just not for me. I'm assuming this retails for $69. Yeah, this is $69, the same price as any of their other midi palettes. Do they even make their bigger palettes anymore? Like they used to? Like I have the Sunset palette and the Gold palette, or are they all midi now? I feel like they're all the midi palettes, which I'm fine with. And I do think Natasha Janona quality is absolutely amazing, so I do think it's worth the price if this color story appeals to you. This just is not for me. Oh, it looks like Glossier for the holidays came out with a new Balm.com duo. Okay, so I guess you have to buy these together. So the duo is Biscotti and Espresso. So if you've never used the Balm.com, they are a fantastic, deeply hydrating lip balm. These retail for $27 for the duo. They are normally $16 each, so you are saving some money. And honestly, both of those scents sound lovely to me, especially Espresso. And they do have a tint to them. But when I say a tint, I mean a tint. Like they are not richly pigmented. You're not going to get an opaque lip with these. They do feel really, really nice though. Also back in stock is the Balm.com in Cookie Butter and Hot Cocoa. I really do like these, and I'm not gonna lie, those scents are very much appealing to me. They are coming soon to retailers, but they're available now on the Glossier site. God, that sounds really attractive to me. This is something that I know I do not need, but I might wind up buying. Actually, you know what? This would make great gifts. These would make great gifts. I've given out the Balm.com as gifts to people in the past, and they love them. Maybe that's something I'll buy for gifts this year. I gotta start putting together my gift list. I can't freaking believe, so I'm filming this prior to Halloween. I can't freaking believe how close Christmas is now and the holidays, and it's driving me a little crazy, but it's gonna be okay. Okay, so as of October 15th, this just said coming soon. So I'll have to double check and see if this is available now. But it looks like Made by Mitchell is releasing some new eyeshadow palettes and some new baked luminous blushers. These look not bad. They look not bad here at all. The luminous blushes are ones that I'm always curious about. I love a luminous blush. If you've used Made by Mitchell, I need you to tell me your thoughts down below. I've never used a Made by Mitchell product, but there is one eyeshadow palette that what's driving me crazy is that 50% of it, more than 50%, I'm sorry, like 60% of it is intriguing, and the other percent, I'm like, no, go away, what are you doing? There's this one that's like grungy greens and beautiful, and then you've got like a really dark blue and a dark purple. Stop it. What are you doing? No. Linda, how many grungy green palettes do you need? All of them. I need all of them, and I need you to stop judging me. But anyway, let me know if you've used any Made by Mitchell products, because I am vaguely curious about this. I'm not curious enough to put it on a wish list, but I am curious. They posted about the ROCKSTARS palette like 84 times here. I keep coming across these freaking like advent calendars. Guys, I've never had an advent calendar, like of any kind. I've never had a makeup advent calendar. I've never had, like, obviously I don't want one with chocolate because, fun fact, I'm allergic to chocolate. But I'm like, I feel like this should be my year to buy some advent calendar. What is your favorite kind of advent calendar to get? I know they have coffee ones, they have ones with snacks. I mean, I would love the ones with makeup, but the thing is, because I only use cruelty-free products, I'm always nervous about those because it's like, if it's, like one of the Sephora ones or something, what if there's non-cruelty free products in there? And then I feel like I'm just kind of wasting my money. Tell me what one to get, because I want an advent calendar this year. Okay, well, here's another one. So the Halloween collection from Glamlight, like the actual, like Halloween the movie, the eyeshadow palette, I could not be more bored by it. I could not be more bored. It is just like brown. It's oh God, but it's like brown with blue and gray. And I'm just so uninterested. I'm so uninterested in Glamlight, you guys. Tell me, what is your favorite Glamlight product right now? Because the thing is, I know they're killing it on TikTok Shop. I know that they're killing the game in general and they're raking in the dough. Good for them. Kudos to you, my friend. I'm just so uninterested in this brand right now, and I want to be interested because I love the idea of affordable products that are a great quality, but I need to see that quality, and I don't know what it is that I want that will excite me more. But it is not Halloween, it is not trick or treat, it is not these collections coming out like one after the other, like so quickly. This is like, I don't know, I just don't understand how these brands are sustaining this, right? Like Colourpop and Glamlight, those are the two brands that are doing this, right? Where they put out something and then a week later they're already talking about their next collection. I don't get that. I always talk about this, and I am an old lady and I am fine with that. But I remember before I went cruelty free and I was obsessed with MAC Cosmetics, I would go to the physical store and wait outside the store, like sit on the ground in line with people before a collection came out, because there would be like 3-4 collections a year or something like that. I'm sure there was more than that. But what I'm trying to say is they would get you so excited for this collection that was coming out that you had to be the first to grab it. And now it's like, if you don't grab something, it's okay. There's something else in 2 to 3 days. So this is available now, only available pretty recently. Looks like Merit has come out with their first perfume, okay? And it is called a name that I'm going to butcher. Let's call it Retrospect L'Extrait de Parfum. Okay, let's call it that. Let's try. But the fragrance family is warm and spicy. The top notes are bergamot, pear, ambrette, and aldehydes. I'm not familiar with that last one. The heart notes are jasmine, rose, orris, rosemary, and violet. And bottom, you have vanilla, musk, and moss. I am very curious. Now, first of all, I love that one of the top notes is pear, but mixed with ambrette. I think that sounds like it would be very lovely. Like, I don't know, like adult baked goods? Is that a category? But with that, like the bottom notes of vanilla, musk, and moss, I feel like that sounds so interesting. This retails for $92, which is expensive, but all perfume is expensive at this point. And I don't know. I just feel like after purchasing a Le Labo fragrance, nothing seems expensive anymore because that was the height. That was, oh my God, where was my brain when I did that? All right, so there is a palette from Enle Rain called Nutty by Nature, and this is a 6-pan palette. This is not for me. This one is absolutely not for me. So there's different shades in here. We do have, I kind of love the idea of like a very warm, sparkly cranberry mixed with like an orange matte and the brown and the black. What's throwing me off is like the pale pastel yellow and like the purple sparkle. Like that, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't like that, actually. I don't like that part of it. No, I don't know why this is throwing me way off. It's cute. The packaging is cute, but this is not something that appeals to me. So as a little bit of a sneak peek, Nomad posted this picture the other day, okay? So you can see in there the palettes that they've come out with recently. I mean, Ghost Town was, I believe, last year, but they've re-released it this year. You can see Wild Ireland Atlantic Way. You can see Chicago Speakeasy. You can see Beachy Keys, the Florida Keys one. You can see New Zealand Stargazing. And then they put a sneak peek in that bottom corner, that blue palette that no one knows what it is. Very curious. So they basically said it's that time of year. I have to admit I'm a little bit worried. Okay, so they came out with that Christmassy palette that was like Santa's Village or something, which is to date the only Nomad palette I have ever not liked. I did not like the quality. I thought that the consistency was very unusual for them. It was like hard pan instantly. It wasn't my vibe, is what it comes down to. It just wasn't my vibe. So I'm a little bit nervous. I hope that they stick to their normal formula if this is like a Christmassy palette. I'm very curious to see it, of course, because I really love Nomad quality other than that one Christmassy palette. So fingers crossed, this is something that is going on my like I'm curious list. So that's about as far as it's going right now. So the very last one that I want to talk about is the Divination collection, I guess it is, with Robert Welsh and Blend Bunny Cosmetics. Now, I have never tried Blend Bunny. They are on my list of brands that I really, really do want to try. The reason that I'm not going to be getting this collection as a whole is because, first of all, I'm not a fan of a huge palette anymore. I'm just not. And like, I watched Robert Welsh's whole video, and when he held it up to his head, it was like as big as his head. I'm just not into that anymore as much as I used to be. Now, if you are somebody who has a more limited makeup collection, 100% totally go for it. You're getting your money's worth there, especially because how much is this? Does it say? The palette is $48. That is so reasonable for a huge palette like that. That's good quality. The piece that I was interested in definitely were the lip products. So they did come out with 2 lip products together that are both glosses. One of them is a green tone gloss. And you guys, it wasn't until the Melt Cosmetics, this is the Creature from the Black Lagoon gloss, that I've ever been interested in a green gloss. And now I want them all because this is amazing. Like, I love the way it neutralizes my lips, but it adds this like, oh my God, it just adds this beautiful color. And the other one is a black gloss with like purple in it. And it's so beautiful. The glosses are only $15 each. Ooh, that is tempting. I have no interest in the lashes, but this is something I'm not going to be purchasing, but I am so interested in those glosses. Do I want to buy them? You know what? Those might go on my think about it list because maybe if Blend Bunny has like a Black Friday sale, I'll go for it, but I don't want to pay full price right now. But that's it. That's where we're going to stop. So for the most part, this list is like, hell no, this is an anti-haul. I always want to be excited by makeup. I get excited when I'm excited by makeup, but none of this is exciting to me. In fact, it's kind of the opposite. A lot of it, it's not even that it's boring to me. I can't think of the word. I'm just like, I'm not bored, but I'm tired. I'm just tired of a lot of it. Like, I'm tired of brands pumping out releases every 36 seconds. Like, please give us time to get excited for you. Like Blend Bunny, I feel like they do a decent job because they definitely do put out several releases a year. But they kind of like, they warm up to it, they hype up to it, and then there's the release. And they let that release have its moment in the sun. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of brands are just like boom, 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 one after the other. And I just give me a second. But that's it. I want you to let me know in the comments down below, what are you excited about? What's going on your wish list? What have you already purchased? How do you feel about the $42 Patrick Ta duos? Alternately, how do you feel about the $63.51 Lisa Eldridge lipsticks? Tell me. But that's it. If you did like this video, I would love if you give it a thumbs up. That helps out my channel so much. Subscribe if you haven't already. You all can follow me on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Those are all Glitter Fallout. And as always, and forever, you are super freaking rock stars. I love you so much with my whole heart, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.